Hey, good morning to everybody. Now look, we have this 2016 Toyota Aqua. Hi, welcome to this new episode. So we want to discuss today, what is the very best engine oil that you can use in your hybrid and electric vehicle. Now in this case, we're talking about Toyota Aqua. Okay, this vehicle, it's been coming very often here to the shop. Every 10,000 kilometers, it's using a great oil. But we want to see the results of specifically the AMSOIL 020 Signature Series oil, okay, after 10,000 kilometers. We want to find out together, okay, as well as we need something to celebrate with. We got the 6,000. This is amazing, right? So we're gonna find out about the best oil for hybrid. Stick around and then we will continue then. Okay, now I'll be very honest with you, okay? This episode is going to be a very short one, but what we really want to discuss is the truth about what is the very best oil that you can use, what brand, what viscosity, okay? Well, hi again. The first thing we need to understand when it comes to an internal combustion engine, the manufacturer's specification, he will determine what is the best oil, what this type of engine is designed. Okay, now let me explain a little more in depth. The thing about for example, the Atkinson cycle engine, all right, we're talking about thermal efficient. When we talk about engines that doesn't develop so much heat, as well as when we talk about efficiency, we're talking about smooth, okay, duty cycles. All right, that's what when we refer about Atkinson cycle engine. That's the reason why the Atkinson cycle engine, okay, are applied to hybrid, because they don't need so much powerful engine. Why? Because remember, it works in synergy with an electric motor that gives boost the power. All right. Now let me show you one thing. So we're gonna use for this vehicle the AMSOIL, the 020 Signature Series. But listen up to 25,000 protection or 1 year. 25,000 miles, we're talking about almost 50,000 kilometers. That is like, whew, that's a lot. Okay, I really haven't made the test, and I'm not testing at least my customer's car, at least the vehicle, for 1 year with one single oil. Okay, however, I don't want to criticize any brands, but the point is, over time and because of experience, then if it's made for 25,000 miles, what happened if you get this oil and change it, for example, 10,000 kilometers or 15,000 kilometers, which is way much less than what is designed. And when it comes to cost, you will still be saving, because if you use the cheap oil, you will have to change in 15,000 miles, you have to change it 3 times, okay, instead of 1. I'm just giving you an example. But the thing is, if you do that, you will be changing a good oil for a good oil. All right, now let's open up the cap and let's see first of all how's the condition of this engine after 10,000 kilometers with the AMSOIL. Let's take a look. We'll continue. All right, let me open it up. All right. But look at the condition of the engine inside. Huh. 10,000 kilometers, still having a little color, absolutely no sludge. And what do we say about the sludge? What is the sludge? The sludge is not more or less just carbon built, because temperature and the oil breaks down over time. That can happen with mineral, synthetic blend, as well as the full synthetic. That happens because the engine oil burns over time. Okay. And what about the thickness or the viscosity? In this case, 020, because I have so many questions even from my student that said that, no, I've been using in my Prius even 2050. Well, we will discuss about the viscosity, but you have to use the manufacturer's specification, which in this case, this is the one NZFXE engine. The first generation Toyota Prius is designed for 0-20. The viscosity on the engine is related directly with its efficiency. The more light, the more smooth and fast and easy the engine will run, hence more efficient. But if you add, for example, a more thick oil, the engine will have let's call it some sort of a resistance. Okay, it will make some restriction because the engine will need to drag a very thick oil. That's all. In other words, you can use whatever the hell this viscosity you want. The manufacturer's prescription for hybrid 0-20 or 0-60, and there's some engines even 0-8, it's almost like water. It's because of efficiency. All right, now let me take out the oil and let's check out the oil condition. We will continue. By the way, before we continue, I want to thank everybody. I am very excited. It's just 1 month after the last celebration that we were 5. Exactly 1 month, we are at 6,000 subscribers. Guys, I'm very happy and very excited that you guys are enjoying pretty much this content. But if you're still liking it, this one, please hit that red button over there. Like and subscribe. I'm pretty sure you guys are supporting this channel, okay? And hence you will get way much more great content. Another thing is a new cycle of online courses. It's beginning from next month. All right, so I have right now students Canada, the US. You will learn exactly what you need to learn in my online courses. I have an amazing program, okay, where I will teach you absolutely all this, the best technology when it comes to hybrid and electric vehicle, as well as a high voltage battery training. You have to learn and understand properly how to work, service, and rebuild this high voltage battery. Okay, so thank you so much for the students so far. Thank you so much for everybody, all the great contests. Thank you so much to the guys following the channel. Okay, but don't forget, send a direct message to our Instagram and you will get all the information about the course. In the meantime, let's put these babies up and let's check out the oil. We will continue. Okay, so the vehicle's in the lift. We're just gonna change the engine oil. This is the filter. In this case, we're using the HP 1003 from K&N Filters, which is a very high performance, very nice. Okay, here's the draining plug, which is 14 millimeter. Okay, we have a very clean pan. And let me drain the oil. So in this episode, we're gonna check what is the condition. Like in this case, we're using the AMSOIL 020 Signature Series for the past a little over 10,000 kilometers. Let's see what we get. Let me drain it out. We'll continue. So at 10,000 kilometers, engine oil, and look, still has a little color on it. All right. All right. Still has some color. Now let's break the myth. When it comes to thickness, viscosity, a lot of people say, no, just by doing with my hands. You don't have an oil analyzer in your hand, so don't come with this nonsense that you can just by seeing with your finger. It doesn't work like that. All right, when we talk about the viscosity of an engine oil, okay, it's about to prevent friction against wear and speed, temperature. All right, in other words, if you get a rock and throw it into the river, it's gonna bounce, right? Well, but if you throw it at slow speed, it won't bounce. Now if the more thick or thickness, it doesn't matter according to the speed of movement. Now in this case, we have to remember that an internal combustion engine moves thousands of RPMs per minute. Okay, so it's a very high velocity movement or motion against two mechanical components. All right, so that is what really causes that the material, instead of friction between metal and metal, it will go against the oil, so the oil will protect against friction once again. Okay, but as we can see now, the engine oil is impeccable, a little over 10,000 kilometers. So that's my secret. Change the oil before what the manufacturer says. So in this case, if it's for 25,000 miles, almost 50,000 kilometers, I would recommend changing a little over 10,000 kilometers, 15,000 kilometers. You will change a good oil for a good oil. All right. Now let me show you. This is the filter that I'm using. All right. A very, very nice filter, high performance from the people from K&N. All right. Let's see what we got. They have the little notch over here that you can just. Very nice. One of the very best. Okay, so I'm gonna put back the video. We will continue then. Whew, it's sweaty. Now, let me share with you guys the true condition of the oil filter inside after 10,000 kilometers. Take a look. Okay, same K&N. Let's see if you guys can appreciate the membrane over there and look at the filter inside. All right. No sludge, nothing. The oil still has a color. And then let's take a look. And there is precisely my point. Just take a look at the metal. Absolutely no sludgy debris, whatever dirt. Everything gets inside the filter. And everything remains impeccable. All right. So if you have it doesn't have to be a Toyota hybrid. Any hybrid and electric vehicle that uses Atkinson cycle engine, use the manufacturer's recommended oils. In this case, most of the hybrids use 020 because they're more efficient. All right, the lighter, the more efficient. Like for example, for hot weather, the Hyundai Ioniq is recommended 530, which is a little more, has a little more viscosity. Manufacturer's prescription. All right. So we're gonna assemble the filter back. We have to fill it up with a little oil, put it back in, and let's put back the oil. And this is just a basic video explaining the importance of using the very best oil, okay, for your hybrid and electric vehicle. Let's say if you don't want, hey Jose, I don't want to use the Signature because that's too much expensive. I don't want to use the Mobil 1 because it's very expensive. I love the Mobil 1 as well, but so far I'm talking about for experience. How do you feel the engine? In this case, when driving it, I stick with the Signature series from AMSOIL. It's incredible the difference. Okay, Toyota hybrid, Honda, Hyundai, Nissan, it doesn't matter. All right, use the manufacturer. If it recommends 020, use the 020. If you can use the 020 Signature series from AMSOIL, obviously I'm not advertising AMSOIL. I wish they would be a sponsor of my channel, but they're not. Okay, but I have to recommend you guys the very best. Don't go with the cheap filters. All right, this is a high performance filter. Of course, it's better. So the better, it's gonna be still better once again. Now let me just share with you one secret. You have to congratulate this customer because this customer looked at the condition of the engine and has a little almost 100,000 kilometers. Yeah, this is my car. All right, but I'm not saying that it's just because it's my car. No, I have many customers that come every 10,000 kilometers, every single 10,000 kilometers, and they're using, most of them they're using the AMSOIL Signature series. All right, so as you can see, my car, all right, it's Toyota Aqua. Okay, and this is the one that I can make the very best experiments to share with you guys. So let me assemble back the filter, let me top up the oil, and let's start the vehicle. So I really hope you guys are liking all this content. This is a very basic video tutorial about, for example, changing the oil, but most important, what type of oil can you use? You can use cooking oil if you want, but I'm always gonna recommend, that was a joke by the way, I'm talking about the viscosity. You can use whatever oil you want, but you have to use the manufacturer's specification. All right, if it's a hybrid, comes for 020, use the 020. Okay, the more often you can change it, the better. Now in this case, remember, I am located in the Caribbean. Look how I'm sweating. I am this type of skin designed to live in Alaska, but I wish I could, not yet. Hopefully soon I'm going to some other place cooler. But in this type of weather, it's 365 days a year over 30 degrees, 30 Celsius. So it's hot. And then still, after 10,000 kilometers, good oil when it comes to the Signature series. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Okay, I'll see you guys in the very next episode. Once again, thank you so much for the new subscribers, right? Way much more good content coming, believe me, a lot. I'll see you guys. I think I was gonna go that fast without showing you once topping up the engine and assembling the filter. Remember, this is an oil change tutorial. So I already top up the oil, but the oil goes down. So once it reaches half of the level, that would be more than enough. Okay, I'll lubricate the rubber a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to assemble right away. All right, there it is. Now then, to assemble the filter, do not use this to tighten the filter, because if you use this to tighten the filter, you can crack the filter and it will have a big accident and you can mash up your engine. So how do we tighten the filter? Well, let me show you. It's because I am Popeye, the Sailor Man. You would say, with your hand. Well, I'm a strong guy, so yes, with your hands you can probably use a piece of cloth. All right, and let me show you for you to see it. Let's see. That's it. Don't leave it slack. Just tighten it with all the power you can with your hands, and the filter won't suffer. There are some wrenches that you can hug the filter, but make sure it's not like this. This is to take it out, not to assemble back in. I have seen so many accidents because some people using this to tighten the the oil filter, but then we're still draining the oil. Look at that. Look at the condition. It's still even red. Huh. I wish I could have an analyzer to analyze the oil with my hands, but that's a myth. All right. So whoever comes and no, because I felt the oil with my hands thicker. No, it doesn't work like that. All right. So we're almost done. Let me take the vehicle down. So I just throw in the complete gallon, 3.78 liters or 1 gallon into the Toyota Aqua. Remember, it's the Prius C, it's the Toyota Yaris, it's the Toyota Fielder, the Toyota Sienta, all right, the Vitz. Now let's measure the oil. So a complete gallon. Let's see what we have here now. All right, let me see. Wait. Oh, I can't focus. Give me a second. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. So the line is just right a tiny little on top of the maximum level. Nothing is gonna happen. Throw the complete gallon inside your engine. Okay? Don't come with this whole bunch of myth if you overfill it. You're not overfilling by 2 liters or 4 liters. It's just a tiny little bit, so it will be fine. All right? As long as it's close, very close, or between the 2 dots, it's fine. All right? Let me put this here again. Let's see how's my. Oh yeah, I'm shaking a little bit. And this is how we change the oil from the Toyota hybrid vehicle, as well as the very best oil for your hybrid. Okay? Don't go cheap. Use the very best one. I'll see you guys then. Once again, bye bye.